I think Baltimore all-out pressures again, or at least makes it look like it doesn't. You almost have to throw a screen or some way to move the pocket. He's got to roll left or right out of this. They're not going to be able to block everybody.
4th and 9. They're chasing after him. Mahomes in trouble, flings it across his body, and it's caught by Hill! Hill has it! He came back for it, and he's out of bounds at the 12. An amazing play by the Chiefs.
I'm not sure anybody else, Aaron Rodgers maybe, in the National Football League can make this play. And if it's not Tyreek Hill, no one else gets open on this play. Look at Hill.
Able to get away from Mosley. That's a mismatch.
All the way across the field while your body weight is backwards falling out, and Hill comes right back and hits him in stride.
48 yards. Just incredible on 4th and 9.
Oh my goodness.
Game on the line. And they go for 48. Now first down at the 12. He's going back over to Hill, who cannot hold on. There were Ravens, though, in the area. It wouldn't have gone for much, if anything, had he caught it.
Hill is limping, and you can tell it's for real, and he's still playing through it.
He is going to be sore tomorrow and somehow have to be ready in just 4 days' time for the Thursday night encounter against division rival Los Angeles, the Chargers.
I can't believe they didn't all-out pressure Mahomes on that. They let him run around and make a play. You can't give him that kind of time.
2nd and 10 with 1:10. Mahomes completes it to Conley.
If I'm Jim Harbaugh or John Harbaugh right now, I am telling my defensive coordinator, Don Martindale, I'm saying, Don, I want you to all-out pressure on these last 2 plays. I am not letting Patrick Mahomes move around and make something happen. This ball needs to come out of his hand instantly, play the slant, and make him make a great throw to the back pylon, and a receiver has to go up and get it.
And keep an eye on Kelsey, who's in a slot to the right. 3rd and 5, can pick up a first at the 2. They run it. They run it, and it's Ware stacked up. Now it'll be 4th and 3.
I would take a timeout if I was Baltimore.
Timeout's called on by Kansas City.
I'm fine with that. Kansas City needs to get the perfect play. He says to his defensive coordinator, this is what I want. This is why you're the head coach right here. And on offense, you want to know you should find here? Travis Kelce.
Kelce lined up on the right side. Hill returns for this
all-out pressure, Jim.
4th and 3. Here they come. Mahomes unloads it. He's there! Williams for the touchdown! Two 4th down conversions. One for 48 yards, the other for a touchdown, and now Butker to tie it.
Look at the running back, Andy Reid. Everyone come here, running back, go under. And watch right there, him go under. You're not gonna see it because we gotta see an extra point.
They've gotta have it, and they do. The kick is good. 53 seconds to go.
What a drive.
Damian Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the day.
And like we were just showing you, the running back comes underneath, and it's only versus all-out pressure. And that play is perfectly designed in a man coverage, all-out pressure. You don't have a choice. You're basically saying it's a screen. That's what it is. They ran a screen with the game on the line, basically, and Andy Reid was right. Wow.
I'm still not believing the 4th and 9 to Hill for 48. And Mahomes able to drive him 75 yards for the tying touchdown.
Now this is an interesting thing. Right now, You got 53 seconds in your Baltimore. If this was next week and Joe Flacco was over there, would you put a quarterback in who's in that position?
Oh, that's a good question.
You don't have it this week, but that'll be interesting going forward. Don't need to talk about it much now because it makes no bearing on this game.
And Butker. The kick will start him at the 25.
So here you go. Once again, this is a very difficult spot because you need to throw the football, okay? This is where you have to throw the football. The problem is Kansas City's strength is the D-line, and they have 2 timeouts. You got to make sure, if you don't do anything, Baltimore, you don't just have 3 incompletions and punt it right back to Kansas City with 2 timeouts. But you got to try and go win the game. But the strength of your quarterback isn't throwing the ball down the field. This is tough.
Jackson's pass, diving catch made by Crabtree.
Keep it simple. I'd keep running a slant in the flat and then a screen.
Timeout Baltimore. That last play goes for 11.
Well, you have 46 seconds, 1 timeout. It's plenty of time because you just need a field goal. Justin Tucker's long, I'm sure, is going to just come out of your statistic memory.
The one at Detroit, 61 yards.
There it is. I knew if I just asked, you'd have it right
a couple
there.
Years ago.
And to me, in this weather, in these conditions, it's probably going to be more around 55. So we're looking around the 37-ish, 38-yard line.
Pass to the sideline, incomplete. In the area of Brown. Second and 10. What would you do here defensively if you're the Chiefs?
I would play zone coverage and make him throw the ball underneath me and rally and tackle. I would not play man and let him throw a slant. Don't let Crabtree throw a slant. Of course, that means Kansas City's going to blitz everyone and come after you.
It looks like it.
They're coming after him, Jim.
They do blitz. They got the ball out. The ball is out. It's recovered by Houston. A strip sack recovery by Justin Houston. And now the Chiefs are set up for a winning field goal.
Well, this is why we talked about how difficult that decision is. Do you want to let him throw the ball? Look at the left side of the line. He doesn't know how to protect all that stuff yet. The young quarterback in his 4th game doesn't get it protected and tell everyone who's blocking who. Houston comes free. It doesn't look like it's coming forward. That's a fumble. And Bob Sutton dialing up the blitz at the right time to get the ball back and give your team what looks like a win. Oh my goodness.
Jackson's 8th fumble of the season, his 6th since taking over as a starter, and it comes at the worst time for the Ravens.
It is the worst time, and I'm telling you, this Kansas City comeback's incredible.
Here's the handoff. Williams, Weddle on him, no gain.
You know, that's the question, though. Do you let him throw it every down? It was tough.
Timeout Baltimore.
I mean, they're a running team. It's just, you got to throw it a little bit, but you got to throw slants, a screen. We're not trying to get 15, 20-yard routes down the field and then read through 4 progressions. That you haven't done that all game or in the last 4 games.
Justin Houston, who can really be a game wrecker, along with his running mate on the other side, D. Ford. He makes the play in the final minute that had to be made. Now, they don't pick up any yardage from here. You're talking 42 yards for the winning field goal.
Which isn't good, obviously, but you like their chances.
Talking about a kicker who's 20 of 22 on the year.
Yep.
With one of those misses earlier today from 51. And that's just made that kick a little longer. As Williams is hammered back, loss of nearly 2.
So this is where I would take a timeout I would actually throw a screen to a receiver on the next play and try and get an extra 8 to 10 yards, 7 yards if you don't.
Looks like Andy's just going to run it down for the kick.
I know. But I'm saying he could have done that if you wanted to get more yards. If you trust your kicker and you're like, it's fine, no big deal. But there are plays you can run that are for surely going to be completed, and you won't get big loss of yards for sure.
I think you trust this guy. Harris and Butker. The game rests on the right foot of Butker, who was an Atlanta kid, went to Georgia Tech, would like to keep his team in pole position for the race to Atlanta in Super Bowl 53.
Did New England win or lose? Do we know about that one yet?
That's still ongoing.
Well,
still up in the last minute by a couple of points.
Well, this is to keep that #1 seed still going.
It's going to be 43 yards for Butker.
Take us home, Jim.
This for the win. Harrison Butker's kick is wide of the mark, wide right.
Lamar Jackson, you have a reprieve. You get another chance. We got overtime. As if this game wasn't good enough.
The snap was not great.
Watch the snap and the hold. Oh, just kicks.
A little inside.
He does get it back up perfectly.
It's just fractions, you know. You throw a little bit of the timing off.
Yep, you're just a hair late then. It's
and
like a little block.
Missed for the second time today at that same end, both times wide right.
Oh my goodness! It just felt like it was about to end.
No,
there.
you could just feel it.
Everything just went to a crescendo there.
And now we're on the overtime.
Even Lamar's surprised. Wait, we're still playing? This is great. Mosley. Oh, I didn't give up the winning touchdown yet.
I think he thought for sure, too, he would make it.
This is a big coin toss, isn't it?
We will play one overtime period, a maximum of 10 minutes. If each team will have one opportunity to possess the ball, unless the team that first possesses the ball scores a touchdown or the defensive team scores a safety. Each team will be afforded 2 timeouts during this period, and all replay reviews will come from upstairs. Baltimore, you're the visitors, you'll call a toss.
Tails.
Number 73
Baltimore
calls tails.
needs to win this toss.
It is ahead. They wish to have the football. Good luck, man.
Chiefs ball. Oh.
Touchdown or safety on the first possession ends the game. The score is tied after each team's first possession. The next score will win it. 2 timeouts. No coaches' challenges. They're all initiated by the replay official if necessary. Tremon Smith, the returner, as Tucker boots it away. And through the back of the end zone. So Mahomes has not participated in an overtime game in the NFL. He had one in his days in college at Texas Tech all the way back in 2016. A Red Raider win at TCU in overtime.
Well, this is interesting because I felt like Baltimore had to win the toss for 2 reasons. One, obviously, you want the ball. But 2, your defense was just out there. And they're tired.
Just gave up that 75-yard drive. There's the pass over to Harris, the tight end. Harris wiggles around Clark to take it for 15. So all the way to the 40 already. 1 snap into OT.
Good design. Almost every one of the Chiefs' runs have the option to throw the ball to somebody on the play. And some of them look like play action, some of them look like bootlegs, but they look the same, but they got a lot of options on them.
Running straight ahead with Williams. And Ravens, 3 of them combined on the tackle, including Brandon Williams after 2.
He gave up 2 yards on the play. 2nd down and 8 from the Chiefs' 42-yard line.
How you regroup after everyone in the building thought Butker would not get through.
I mean, it was, you're exactly right. It feels like you can feel it in here, right? It's almost like a little nervousness now instead of this incredible emotional feeling. And
timeout, Kansas City. And I'm hearing the Dolphins have just scored with 7 seconds to go on New England on a long play.
wow.
In fact, let's get the update right away during this timeout. JB, tell us how it happened.
Jim, here's how it happened.
Unbelievable. Right now you can see Tannehill to Kenny Stills. Laterals it to Devontae Parker. Get it to the fast man Kenyon Drake. And the last man in there is Rob Gronkowski to be trying to deflect to the Hail Mary. He stumbles 69 yards. Miami a walk-off lateral. They win 34-33.
Jim Nance.
The play of the year in the NFL for sure is Hill makes the catch down to the 39.
Are you kidding?
That is a shocker.
I'm going to talk about this play real quick. Good back shoulder, good throw, great job by Mahomes. But can you believe what just happened in that New England-Miami game?
Against New England.
Unbelievable. I mean,
Miami against New England.
we thought we had the best play going on here.
Incredible. Amazing.
Welcome to December and January football. Wow, stuff's happening.
That game goes final with the Dolphins winning it to go to 7-6, which the Ravens come in here at 7-5, another team in the mix. Talking about Miami. Now Mahomes. Scott Hill out of bounds at the 23.
This is a great route. Tyreek Hill goes out, up, and then goes back to the sideline. I mean, he's gotten so much better as a route runner this year. That's been one of the biggest things about the improvement here for this team was his ability.
No one ever saw him as a wide receiver like that.
Specialty player.
Great.
Yeah.
What a player. 7 catches, 133 yards in this one. First down, 24 of Baltimore. Mahomes, middle of the field, and through the hands of Kelsey. Drop, a rarity in a pressure moment.
Oh, it's a good route. It goes up, gives him a little wiggle, and gets wide open. The ball's just a hair high. And the tough part is just barely behind him, and so it makes it a little bit tougher as you run the other way, but Kelsey makes those catches all the time. Well, here we go. Got to keep him out of the end zone, Baltimore.
Yep.
Kansas City. Stay aggressive. Field goals don't win anything here in overtime.
Second and 10. Mahomes in trouble. Finds the open valve. That's Williams breaking a tackle, and he takes it to about the 18. He got free from Judon. And it'll be third down coming up. Want to welcome some of the audiences just joining us. It has been a terrific game here in Kansas City. We're in overtime. The Chiefs had a chance to win it on the last play of regulation, but a missed field goal from 43 yards out by Butker, wide right, send us to the OT. This is first possession of the extra session. It's 3rd and 4 for the Chiefs from the Ravens 18. Gonna get the first with Hill out of bounds at the 12.
Well, this is similar to the touchdown play. Remember last time they had the back square out this way. Well, this time he goes right here and everyone goes over there. But instead of throwing to the back, they come back over to Hill. They made it look like the same as the screenplay with 4 guys going to one side. And they come up with some good stuff.
And for those just joining us, if you're wondering, Mahomes, 369 yards and 2 touchdowns.
He really turned it on late in the 4th, didn't he?
Yes, he did. They had to have the drive, down 7 with 3 minutes to go, and he took them 75 yards. First down, spinning away, lost the ball! What a recovery by Eric Fisher. My goodness.
Going on in this game?
Around the league. What is going on? And watch it. I mean, Suggs has a chance to get it, and he overshoots it, overruns it. and alertly, look at Fisher, never give up and pounce on it and keep him in field goal range back at the 26 instead of a change of possession. Wow.
This is crazy.
2nd and 23 with no Tyreek Hill in on this play. Been banged up a couple of times today. Mahomes gets it over to Darrell Williams. Seeing his first action. First snap for Williams on offense. And he makes a play for 8. But it'll be 3rd down coming up.
Well, you can't pressure, can you, if you're Baltimore here? I mean, I know that's who you are, but Andy Reid's come up with some great design. This is going to be, I want to know what they're doing here. Just Andy Reid is going to call something for pressure look. And if you're Baltimore, don't just rush 3 guys. A 4th guy who's a spy on the quarterback.
Inside 5 minutes to go in the overtime. 3rd and 15. Mahomes has time, all kinds of time. Now buying time. Throws across his body, and it's over the head of everyone. And that'll bring Butker back onto the field. Boy, he got knocked down by Matthew Judon.
And that was a good job. Baltimore rushes 3 guys. Mahomes is trying to make a spot, figure out where to go and find a play. And ooh, he takes another hit. That hurts.
In the chest. Now Butker. This will be likely 35 yards for the lead. To take the lead. Again, this is the first possession of the overtime. So if he makes, the Ravens get a chance. They'll get a handle. It's going to be 36, actually. James Winchester to snap it to Colquitt. From the left hash mark. Here's Butker's kick. And it is good. Almost overcompensated for the misses to the right. And he found it about a yard in on the left upright.
He did. He snuck it in there. Look at, let's see, snap. A little inside again, but that ball just hangs perfectly. Well,
with a giveaway that would have cost him the game.
But in this case is different, though. When he fumbled, it was difficult because you're asking him to run a 2 minute and 58 seconds to take you down to win. That's not his strength or skill set. Not yet, at least. So you almost have to play a little protection ball there. And they didn't, and they coughed the ball up. Well, now you can play your style of ball. You got plenty of time.
It will not be a run back. Moore will take the touchback. And Lamar Jackson comes out. Again, we got a lot of audiences just joining us, and it's been a wild game here at Arrowhead with the current #1 seed in the AFC, the Kansas City Chiefs, leading the #6 seed coming in, Baltimore, in overtime, 27-24. Jackson, 12 of 22 passing for 133 yards. He's also run for 65.
Oh, they're going to run the ball now. They saw what happened when they tried to pass it on every down.
Dixon for 3. Into the arms of Anthony Hitchens.
Kansas City is daring them to pass.
2nd and 7. You saw Flacco inactive on the sideline. And now with plenty of time down the field, interception would end it. Sorensen incomplete. Almost was able to make a play on the ball. If the Chiefs win, my goodness, how the landscape in the AFC, I don't know if it changes so much as it kind of sets up January a little closer, because the Miami Miracle win, and again, if Kansas City wins, Houston's lost to Indianapolis, so the Chiefs would look really good with 3 games to go to be the 1 seed if they can hold on and win it.
They win today. I think you're going to see them get the 1 seed unless a lot of craziness happens. This is a big game. With a loss, obviously, any other loss New England would overtake them.
Here's the 3rd and 7. Try to pressure, and Jackson's able to get the pass to Snead to keep him going.
Wow, what a throw. Watch it move for the pocket, slide right, and the best throw of the game by Jackson right there under duress was Snead, and he comes down with the ball. And now you're right back in phase. Here we go. And here comes RG3 in the game.
He's lined up one other time, has RG3 in the game as a receiver, and he is wide to the right this time.
They faked it to him last time. Do you give it to him this time and have a play off it?
Going away from him, it's Jackson as they get near midfield. Then you got the other thing. If this game ends up, we got 3 minutes to go in overtime. If they go down and kick a field goal, we end up in the tie.
Oh gosh,
my gosh.
My brain can't compute those type of numbers.
Well, for Kansas City, a tie with both Houston and New England losing would not be the worst thing in the world.
I don't know. I'm still lost. You could tell me after the game how that all
explain it.
Here we go.
2nd and 4. And that's a first down carry by Dixon.
This is a tough decision again. I mean, we've had, you know, just sitting here thinking of situationally in this football game, there's been so many times that it's so difficult on a play caller. Bob Sutton here. To stop the run, you got to get almost into a cover zero look, which is like an all-out man pressure. But you could also give up a touchdown doing that. But it is the way to stop the run here against this team.
First down, Kansas City 47. And traffic for 2 more.
Do you give up the possibility of a touchdown, or do you just keep playing it like, oh, it'll give up a little bit, but you might give up a field goal then? Really difficult call.
2-minute warning in overtime. The Chiefs would clinch a playoff berth with a win or a tie. And again, with both Houston and New England losing, they would pick up half a game on both of those teams if they did end up in a tie in this game. But still, the Ravens have some work to do. 2nd and 8, down 3, with 2 minutes to go in overtime. Jackson backing up, turning on the speed, and we got a flag on the field as he eventually turned that into no gain. Looks like it's been against Baltimore.
Offense number 79. 10-yard penalty. Keys 2nd down.
How many times has John Harbaugh shaking his head today and been upset? Well, you see the call. You can see the hold right there. It's a good call. He's holding Justin Houston.
2nd and 18. Back on the Ravens side of the field.
Okay. You got to throw the ball now. You got no choice. Lamar Jackson's got to step up and show you something right here if you're a Raven fan.
Here they come. Justin Houston's after him, and he gets to him with another flag down. D. Ford. Was it a face mask? What did you see?
I think it might be a hold. I thought it could have been a face mask too when he went down, but I think it's a hold.
Holding, offense number 74. This penalty's been declined. The result of the play creates 3rd down.
The 4th down, and you can see the hold that Hurst had. No, they declined the penalty, so it's 3rd down then, sorry.
And Jackson is down on the field, and Griffin is getting warmed up.
Yeah, Baltimore's charged that timeout, and that was 2nd down, so now it's 3rd down and 22. Oh, that's right, because they took the penalty on the hold before.
So Jackson comes out.
Oh, now this is, I think this is bad for Kansas City, only because RG3 can, you know, you don't know it. You haven't watched the tape on him. Who knows what they're going to call right here? You've seen Jackson the whole game.
Chris Jones, who earlier in this game had a sack for the 9th consecutive game, which was pretty amazing. Ford and Houston are warming up. Play clock's down to 3 as RG3 takes the snap on 3rd and 22. Buys some time and almost has it intercepted. We're down to 1 play.
RG3, just come on in and just make sure you get us a first down on 3rd and 22. You got 2 plays. And he actually had him for a second. The problem is, if you look at Brown, he was going to run out, and then he kind of started coming back up. Skander could have ended the game. Here it is. RG3 has to run over and get the play from the sideline. You got to block him up here. You got to use the tight end to block the edges. The quarterback needs time. The receivers need time to run 22 yards. Usually you call all go special. The tight end's the guy to watch.
Hold on, timeout first. And boy, were they ready to come across the line quickly. Houston and Jones
Timeout.
and others.
Kansas City.
Timeout called by the Chiefs. We were visiting yesterday with Lynn Dawson, the Kansas City legend, for your special, Tony, that's going to air at the start of the day on Super Bowl Sunday. And we were jogging his memory on some of the great games, and we brought up the longest overtime game in NFL history on Christmas Day in 1971, remember? That was Miami, which is such a big part of the story today around the league, against Kansas City, and it was 27-24 final. That's the score we have in this game. Miami won that one. But here we are with 1:39 to go, but more importantly, 4th and 22.
Well, you're going to watch the safeties. They should stay deep. Look at how many guys. 5 of them are way back there. You need to give him time. RG3 has got to scramble and buy time.
What a spot for Griffin to come into. As he heaves it down the field, and it's incomplete! And the Chiefs have won it! Broken up by Kendall Fuller. Intended for Willie Snead right at the first down marker. And Kansas City takes it 27-24.
Let's see, does he get there early? Oh, that's a tough call. It was tight. He might have grabbed the back shoulder, but Fuller gets up, makes the play. Snead tries, and that was a great throw.
Kansas City
by RG3
is in the playoffs. Not that anyone didn't think they would be there in the end, but they've clinched it with this win.
How about the drive and the finish to this game by Patrick Mahomes? And Tyreek Hill coming on the one leg almost. It looked like he was hobbling most of that. And the disappointment, dejection by Baltimore. Those 2 guys, they really respect each other.